The Quest Pro is here, but is it the most overpriced headset ever, or is it actually worth it? That is what we're gonna break down in this full review. So make sure you destroy that like button on your way in, and let's get right into it. Starting it off with the all-new design and wireless charging. The Quest Pro headset has been completely redesigned from the ground up. And just like the Pico 4 and the 5 Focus 3, it now has its battery housed in the rear of the strap. While at the same time, the front visor is made a lot lighter and thinner thanks to their new pancake lenses, creating a more comfortable and less front-heavy feeling compared to other VR headsets. With the headset itself being capable of charging through a USB-C port. But it also comes with a wireless dock included, both for the headset as well as the controllers. And leaving it on the dock lets it automatically download updates so that it is ready to go whenever you need it.
Hey, that's pretty good.
But this also brings up one of the biggest flaws of the Quest Pro, because Meta claims that the battery lasts between 1 and 2 hours, which is a lot lower compared to other VR headsets. But besides the battery life, one of the most talked about problem is the price, because this headset comes in at a total of $1,500. But of course, it does come with some amazing features, getting us to the resolution and the IPD, because like mentioned before, the Quest Pro is using their all-new pancake lenses, which gives support for a slimmer and lighter visor, also giving both more visual clarity as well as more sharpness. This also comes with an upgrade in the field of view, where the vertical is almost the same at 96 degrees. It is the horizontal that gets a boost up to 106 degrees field of view. And another big change is in the screen itself, where the Quest 2 only uses a single panel, the Quest Pro has 2 separate displays. And although the resolution is almost the same, instead of LCD, they use mini LED technology, which should deliver a lot more vibrant colors and contrast. And one of the most requested features also made it into the headset, which is the IPD adjustment. This stands for your interpupillary distance. And each person individually has a slightly different distance between their eyes. And if a headset's lenses aren't closely aligned with your eyes, the image can look to be very blurry. The Quest 2 tried to solve this by creating 3 different separation options. But the Quest Pro makes this completely stepless, not only creating a wider range, but also being way more precise than just 3 different settings. The best part being is that you don't even have to do this manually. With the eye tracking built into the headset, it can automatically detect and change your IPD adjustment accordingly so that you get the best visual clarity possible. But even more important is the chipset and RAM. At the moment, every standalone headset is using the Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2 chip, but the Quest Pro is the first headset to rock the new XR2 Plus chip, with the biggest difference being that the Quest Pro now has up to 12 GB of RAM, doubling that of the Quest 2, and with a better cooling system built into it. But previously, Meta claimed that it would have 50% more power than the Quest 2. But that isn't completely correct, because at the end of the day, it is still the same Snapdragon chip. So let's talk about the color pass-through. Probably the biggest flagship feature from the Quest Pro is their all-new 3D color pass-through, which is a massive upgrade to the low black and white resolution on the Quest 2. The reason why this is such a big upgrade is because it can be used for mixed reality experiences, where we use our VR headset to see the outside world, but at the same time project different images or games on top of it, creating an all-new way to interact with virtual reality. And with it come 2 more amazing new features, which are eye tracking and face tracking. A lot of high-end VR headsets are trying to integrate this as well, because these features could see your real-time gaze and facial expressions that could then be translated on your avatar in VR. Like mentioned before, the eye tracking can also be used to precisely adjust for your IPD, but it also enables a new technique called foveated rendering, where only a small region of your display that you're currently looking at is rendered at a full resolution, thus freeing up a lot of more performance. And due to privacy reasons, both of these features are also completely optional and can be switched off at any moment. But the implications, especially for things like VR chat or workrooms, could be massive. But one of the most overlooked and underrated features is the improved audio and microphones. Just like all the other standalone headsets, the Quest Pro has built-in speakers into the strap, but it now includes a deeper bass tone and crystal clear mid-range compared to the Quest 2. And they improved the speakers to make them more directional, so that other people standing near you can't as easily hear what you are doing. And for those who are recording in VR, the Quest Pro also has an upgraded 3 microphone array, being one more than the other standalone headsets. But my all-time favorite upgrade from the Quest Pro has to be the new self-tracking controllers. These new Touch Pro controllers are a big deal because they are completely self-tracking thanks to the 3 cameras that are directly built into it, meaning that tracking works at any angle, even when you hold your hands behind your back or occlude them from the cameras of your headset, which was a huge problem with their previous generations. It even includes some crazy things like a stylus tip that you can attach to the bottom so that it can act as a pen to draw on virtual whiteboards. And they also upgraded their new haptics, which provides a wider and more precise range of feedback so that you can feel virtual reality. And you finally won't have to change physical batteries anymore, because you can directly put them on the wireless charging dock that is included with the headset. But an important thing that a lot of people don't know is that these Touch Pro controllers will also be available for Quest 2 owners. So you don't need to buy a Quest Pro to experience these at all. Sadly, they won't be very cheap, coming in at a price point of $300. But it does mean that Quest 2 owners have the option to upgrade their controllers. But that brings us to the final conclusion. The Quest Pro is one of the most expensive VR headsets on the market right now. But with this price comes one of the most cutting-edge VR technologies, from the facial tracking to the color pass-through and even the complete self-tracking controllers, with the biggest downside besides the price being the short battery life of 1 to 2 hours and running almost the exact same chipset as the Quest 2. So I think that if you already own a Quest 2 or another VR headset, that it will be worth waiting for the next Quest 3 to include a lot of these pro features at a way lower price. And even for those who don't own any VR headset yet, the lower budget options like the Quest 2 or the new Pico 4 are probably the best option right now. But unless you are a hardcore VR enthusiast or mainly want to use your VR headset for mixed reality while having a pile of cash at the same time, then this headset might be worth it. But if you want to see a direct comparison between the Quest 2 and the Quest Pro, then check out the video you see on screen right now. And I will see you next time. Stay awesome.